This is the reading for Capricorn. I would like to start off by apologizing for missing the readings last month. I was not in the energy to do so, and I took some rest, and I am back to best, and we will go ahead and get started. I also would like to apologize. I hope it's not too much of a distraction that I have a band-aid on my finger. I did rip my nail, quite painful, but it's not too bad, but I had to put a band-aid on it so I don't tear it more. Alright, so, I didn't state, we are going to be doing tea leaf, and then we will get pocket animal spirit, which we will read. We have spirit song tarot for the tarot, and mystical healing reading cards, which we will also read the booklets on those. But let's go ahead and start. I might clarify with the Enchanted World Tarot if I feel called to. We will see with that. Okay, that's quite a bit. Oh wow, okay, and there's another. Whew, I feel like it's gonna be a busy next couple months for you, actually. This reading's just for this month, but I am feeling like there's a busy next couple months for you. And we did get, well, we got 3-month cards, so we'll see with that. But yeah, September, that's this past month. So maybe it's already been a busy time period for you. We have a bird flying. News is on the way. We have a bear. Danger, especially in money matters. You know what? We're gonna put that over here. We have love. Wow. If you've been following this, like other readings within this month, or the other zodiac signs, literally, whenever I've pulled these are called, I believe astral cards, astral house cards, and literally every time it's been love or marriage. And I always think of that song, Love and Marriage. And I did state in my last reading that I think it's like a big heart opening time in a world setting, like perhaps all around the world. There's going to be something that really cracks people's hearts open in some way. Alright, we have Axe, forces working against you. So that could be danger, especially in money matters. So perhaps, now Capricorn can of course be very focused on their work, on their money, finances. So perhaps if something does happen worldly, I think perhaps people are going to think about it in a way, I don't know. I feel like something big's happening, but that it's almost beneficial actually. Like people are going to become more hurtful. What word am I looking for? They're going to start wanting to fill their hearts rather than their pockets. Interesting. Okay. We have November this month. And we have March. Okay, so pin, new job, career. We have unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. We have a chair filled, Someone new is entering your life. That could be with news, is on its way. We have fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. We have hat. You will be playing a different role. Moon, changes in your life. So it looks like use your intuition in this, that these changes, I feel they're going to be beneficial, but you know, meant to happen. But that you will be using your intuition within them there. Okay, we gotta really move these. You had quite a bit. Alright, we're just gonna have to be a little bit. Weeping willow, family sorrow. I could move this back a little. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get your animal spirit card. We already have a bear here. It doesn't have a specific bird, but we have bird flying and unicorn. Spirit guides and angels. Messages for Capricorn, please. Any more, whoop, not that. Any more animals? Spirits for Capricorn, please. Okay, there was another. What was I going to say at that? I don't know. Okay, so earthworm. Crow. And panther. Alright, let's go ahead and read these for you. An earth, an air, and a fire. Okay, we passed bear here. I'm gonna go ahead and read bear as well. Bear, waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear rises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdraw, lethargy, heaviness, to bring into balance, movement, exercise. Right next to it, we have earthworm. Shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. So that's like, it says like you'll be playing a new role, new job, career, so perhaps you like feel, you know, concerned. Perhaps you already know about this new role or a new path you're taking, and it's causing you some worry or doubt. But I'm feeling like it's happening for a reason. So to walk into it with open arms. Okay, so let's see. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time and you're on the right track. Something I got with that, like, you know, comparing to others around you, which is something you should never really do because we're all just on unique paths. But also, to instead of seeing them as like, oh man, they're so accomplished, like, how am I gonna get there? Instead, see them as hope that, like, they once were in your shoe, like, they walked that same path, and like that you'll become that established as well, and that it's okay to be starting, to beginning something. It's actually wonderful. You have fresh eyes, and they actually could be looking at you even with like this feeling of like, oh wow, they got fresh eyes to bring to this, like, so yeah, to like kind of try to see that differently. Besides, rumor has it a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. There we go. Yeah, I think they're also going to like see the wonders that you can bring into this. So it's like, don't fret by being at the beginning. Like, it's actually really valuable. When in balance, earnest, intelligent, valuable. When out of balance, self-conscious, apprehensive. To bring into balance, speak up, risk embarrassment. Alright, and then we have crow here. Which we did have bird flying, so there's a bird there. Crow. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent, and you should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation practice. Alright, and then we have Panther. Panther, annihilation of the unnecessary, purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnant. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc. Kind of tower card energy. I've stated that in a different reading that this came in. With the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives, it's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. So I think this is kind of like the clearing of, like, you're on a new path. You have a new job or career or something, like you're playing some kind of different role. So let it go of, like, you know, you're going to carry in what you're meant to from the past, but you're going to let go of the attachment to it and see that this was meant to be. We've all been through these experiences and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. There we go. When in balance, brave, productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. Alright, so let's go ahead and get your tarot. Interesting, okay. I'm not going to take these, but I'm feeling like we need to read these. We have the Hanged Man, which is like kind of surrendering to the change. And we have 3 of shells, 3 of cups in reverse. So that is like, I think it's about, at first you're kind of not wanting to celebrate this new chain, this new thing, this change. But with patience and perspective and surrendering to it, you're going to really actually find that it's quite a wonderful thing and meant to happen. Alright, spirit guides and angels. Messages for Capricorn, please. Oh wow, the way those came. Okay, it's definitely this way. Any more messages for Capricorn, please? Let this Capricorn need to see for their highest good. Okay, we have 2 there. Well, ultimately, you are going to surrender to this. At least we have 7 of shells, choice, ambitions. So perhaps you haven't quite gotten to this yet. Perhaps there's some choice that leads you. There might be a fork in the road of like, should I stay, should I go? So you might not have faced yet this new role. Some of you have, but it's like a choice of, you know, do I surrender to this? Do I do this or do I keep moving on? And, you know, follow your intuition. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So you have to really feel this out yourself. You know, there could be some different paths. You know, danger, especially money matters. Perhaps like on one path. Okay, I'm kind of seeing here with this. If you look at this card, you'll see this side's less colorful. This side's so vibrant. And I think that's to suggest, you know, one way might not be as fulfilling as the other. You could take danger, especially when money matters. It doesn't have to necessarily, it can be. It could also be like, you know, an unexpected bill or something that pops up. If you've done any free subscriptions, you might want to go look at that and make sure to get out of it before the payment comes. You know, looking at things like that. But it could also just be about, you know, what your own fulfillment. And, you know, one path might be more dull, and one path might be more vibrant. You might enjoy it more, and there might be a little bit more income there. Now, again, it doesn't always necessarily fall onto that. You know, also you could see it as like this is an illusion, like, and that this one is actually the one that's meant for you. So there's like a multitude of how you look at this. It's really just about following your intuition, connecting with your heart. Yeah. We have temperance in reverse. So this is making you feel misbalanced, I think. I did get, we have chair filled, and I did get the number 4, which can be about chair stability. You know, they often have 4 legs, not always, but they often have 4 legs because that's like to help stabilize it. And I got holding too tight, greed, which definitely fits this reading with the holding too tight. So it could be, you know, that you're holding too tight to what you know, when actually there's another more fulfilling path. I also got like a cuckoo clock, and with that, you know, because like it's like time passes and then the cuckoo clock it like strikes, so like there's a surprise within time. So to give it time, there could be something fulfilling on this new role that you're at first not excited about. Alright, we'll leave the rest for right now. Okay. And then we have Queen of Feathers here, which is in reverse, which is the Queen of Swords in reverse here. Perception and trust. So yeah, I think it's about like flipping your something you enjoy, but to give it time that you could be surprised. That's what I keep getting with that. We have the wheel, change, possibilities. So yeah, like seeing the possibilities that actually change can be good. I'm a Cancerian. I cling to comfort for sure. I have to really challenge myself in that area of stepping out of my comfort zone, and so I completely understand that. I don't think that's a typical thing for Capricorn, but perhaps when it comes to things with stability, it is. Perhaps it's like if you know that you've worked this job and you know where you're at with it, where you stand, that's like comfort for you. And so to step away from that into a new role could be like scary. Alright, and we have Two of Shells, union, harmony. I'm getting with that is about you are connecting with your intuition. This is something that you are going to change. You are starting to see the different sides. And that just being really grounding yourself and you know, keeping balance is going to help you in this decision. And looking at what is your intuition and what is fear. You know, the emotions that are tied, like really delve into that. Alright, so in your challenge we have transformation, the Death card, transition, liberation. So this is definitely like, it's going to happen. Things are going to change. You're just kind of, you know, perhaps being a little stubborn about it, which, hey, like, I'm right there with you. I am a Cancerian, as I said, I cling to comfort. But, so you might kind of resist this. You're resisting the change, but as you go through, as you change, you connect with your intuition, you are going to, like, be flipping your perception about it all, and it'll ease things a little bit more. Alright, and then we have the Hanged Man, so you are going to get that perspective. You are going to surrender this and have patience and really, you know, weigh things out. And lastly here we have Six of Acorns, beautiful. This is the Six of Wands, success, triumph. Know that you are very much so qualified for this position. This, whatever this new role may be, and the, you know, your fears of like, oh, but other people are so more accomplished in this area. Like I said, they're seeing you as fresh new eyes. That I think they see your potential and that you will go very far in this. So don't fret. Don't be afraid to speak up, like the, was it Panther card said? Like, you have wonderful insight to add, and you're intuitive. You're very intuitive. You're very good at picking up on things, a fast learner, so you're gonna do just fine. This is just, you know, it's just normal to feel that little bit of, it's like that feeling when you first go into school or something like that. When you first start something, there is always a little initial fear because it's not something you already know, and so, but everybody goes through that, everyone. So don't fret, it's going to be really wonderful. And as you go, the excitement's going to come. Alright, let's go ahead and get... Okay, so sorry about that. Luckily, I didn't lose anything that we can't correct here, but yeah, the camera ran out of space and I had to go delete some stuff. But we did pull these cards, but we'll go ahead and reread. I did read this one, and we're partway through this one, so we'll go back and reread this for you. So it's Awaken Your Vulnerability, number 3, and Examine Your Integrity, number 2, which I definitely felt that these were befitting. So awakening your vulnerability, you know, stepping into the unknown, using your intuition to guide you and finding your way through this, and, you know, doing so with an open heart. And examine your integrity, you know, that's going to be kind of about you not comparing yourself to others, knowing that you have what it takes to do this. So, awaken your vulnerability. Allow others to meet your unprotected heart. To be vulnerable with your feelings requires profound courage and a decision to break the hard shell of protection that keeps you separated, isolated, and afraid of others. Vulnerability connects you to the most hidden aspects of your soul. This is exploration. In this exploration, you have the possibility of discovering your most intimate, delicate, creative, surprising aspects. This may require you to develop more understanding and compassion for yourself in your life's journey, whilst at the same time moving past the pain of rejection or abuse you may have experienced and which caused you to shut down. Whilst it's important to keep certain people at a distance, there are others who are already in or about to come into your life, which I thought was very interesting with someone new entering your life, chair-filled here. These people can hold the space for you to step into a soft, honest, gentle exploration of your heart melody. If you refuse and keep suppressing your feelings, you will become exhausted, numb, frustrated, and cold. It's time to warm your heart and start to be more in touch with what is happening inside your body. What pain are you holding in your lungs, heart, throat, and kidneys in particular? Action. Take some time out. Place your hands on your chest. Become aware of how you are breathing into this area. Is it easy to breathe or difficult? Envisage that you have protective barriers around your heart. Now imagine that there is a purple flame in front of you. Play some music that touches you and start to slowly peel away those energetic layers. Place them into the purple fire until you feel more confident and open to share. And 11, examine your integrity. Your eye has been weakened, which means that you are vulnerable to other people's influence. And it's I, like as in me, myself, and I. So that's kind of like your ego. So it means you're more vulnerable to more people's influence. That could be the comparing yourself here. So changing that perspective that you're just as capable of, you're going to bring in new insight. They are just as, you know, they're comparing themselves to you in your fresh eyes and your great potential, just as much as you are in your first steps. Like everybody has that doubt, which they did too. Alright, only you can decide through through clear objective thinking and feelings what is best for you in this situation. Take the time you need to go within, look at the bigger picture, and ask, what are the long-term consequences of this decision? You're being asked to examine your personal integrity and make a stand for something that aligns with your strongest ideals. The choices you make now will not only impact your life, but also your experience in the spiritual worlds in your future lives. Even though you may feel that you are giving up a fantastic opportunity, be aware that new potent possibilities are opening up to you, and these possibilities will allow you to influence others in a truly positive manner, thus creating ripples of goodness in the world. Action. Write down the situation or the opportunity. Think about it from at least 6 different angles. What are the short-term and long-term ramifications of this decision? What is your gut feeling? This is an opportunity to make a stand for what you truly believe in. Doing so will strengthen your sense of I and give you the possibility to make independent, powerful decisions in every area of your life. Once you have made a decision, imagine that there is a large yellow circle on the ground in front of you. Step into this circle. Raise your right arm up, the left arm can remain down, and say, "This is me." Feel the strength of standing in integrity. I also just got Superman pose. Okay. So beautiful how it all connects. I did also, that just reminded me, get in your meditation. Things seem separate that aren't. So that might hold some value. Okay, so lastly we will go ahead and get your charms here. Okay, I love how this flower kind of twirled on the face here. You're blossoming. You are truly blossoming here. Trust in your potential. We have the love here with a Cupid's bow. So you're definitely opening your heart to love here as well. We have a second heart here. This one's more ornate, so it looks like perhaps, yeah, like there's movement in your heart. Movement in the heart space there. We have, this is a little Y, and that could be the first letter to something, to a name or what have you, or it can also be about like why, like looking at why you why, like what is your, just all the whys of life, you know, perhaps your MO, why you do things the way you do them, why you more deeply feel this way. Is something else causing that feeling, that fear for like stepping into a new role? The unicorn here, so you're going to be sharp. There's mental clarity involved. You're going to be successful. And as you go, you are going to be very excited. Sometimes you don't like initially feel that excitement. When there's like a new idea, because those fears come in, or when there's like something new, there's often like that. It's, I'm being called again to that like feeling of, maybe this got cut out actually, but that feeling when you first go to school or something, because there's like both excitement but also like worry because it's a new journey. And so perhaps sometimes that like fear can outweigh the excitement, but then as you go the excitement comes along. So going deeper for sure. Alright, well I thank you so much for being here, for all of the likes and comments and subscribes, as they do help get these messages out to everybody that is meant to hear them. And I hope something does resonate with you as well. But yeah, I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. And until next time, lovely folk.